All right, you live in the Puget Sound and you want to fly fish for sea run cutthroat. So what do you need? So you might want to get a pair of waders, but typically I wear boots because a lot of the beaches that I'm fishing are pretty steep drop off, so I don't really need to wade out that far. But there are places to where waders or hip boots might be more ideal. You're gonna need a stripping basket. Otherwise, your line's gonna get wrecked really quick. So get a stripping basket. I have a really light one from, what is this? I'm trying to read it upside down. Is that coastal? E-coastal? Well, I'll give it a shot there. But it's really nice and lightweight, and it keeps the line off your feet and getting tangled up in the rocks and sticks and seaweed and everything else. You need at least a 5-weight. So this is my own. This is the FFD5. I was actually kind of curious to see how it was going to do with the sea run cutthroat fishery, and I'm pleasantly surprised that with this medium fast action rod, it is getting this popper out there pretty easy. I got a remix reel and I've got an outbound short put on this. It's lined up. So this is a 6-weight outbound short, and it seems to be casting really well. I can shoot out the line with just one false cast, and I'm shooting it out 60 feet really easy. You want to find beaches that have a current. If you don't have a current, you're probably not going to catch any sea run cutthroat. So find a place with a current. You can use streamers. I was using a streamer to start, got nothing. Then I tied on this popper right here and had a fish and got another resident blackmouth too, which was kind of cool. There we go. Oh, came up and grabbed it. Oh, and he's off. Damn it. Lost the fish, but you know, that's part of it. I've got a net sitting on my pack, and by the way, you do want a pack. I've just got a little fanny pack that's waterproof, and I've got a little magnetic catch for my net. I've got some sunglasses, polarized, a hat, a sun shirt because I don't like putting on sunscreen. Let's see, what else do we have? You can get stripping guards, otherwise you start cutting into your fingers. I've got them. I was just too lazy to dig them out, so I wasn't using stripping guards. But once you've got all that, you're ready to go, right? And there's a selection of flies from, you know, a lot of trout stuff works really well. But I've got this one particular fly from Spawn Fly Fish. I don't know what it's called. It's peach with a bead head, but it's really effective. I've caught some fish in the past with it. But this popper is so much fun to see the fish come up and blast this popper. Oh, and you know, you do want to get, right, some people will fish an intermediate line, but you know, I've had great luck with just doing a floating line in this outbound short. So you can get an intermediate, but I think you're going to probably get stuck on the bottom. And then lastly, you got to pack your patience, right? You're going to be picking off seaweed from your flies, your line, pretty much everything all day long. So you do have to pack your patience when it comes to sea run cutthroat fishing. But other than that, find a beach with a current. Incoming tide is usually what I like to fish, but outgoing is good too, as long as you have some current, and you'll get into some of these cool sea run cutthroat trout out here in the Puget Sound. Oh, almost forgot. I'm using 2X tapered leaders, which are about 10-pound test, and that's plenty. You can use 0X, 1X, or 2X. I wouldn't go any lighter than 2X. And the reason why I wouldn't go any lighter than 2X is because some of these flies you're using are pretty heavy and they'll snap off on the back cast. So you need a little heavier leader to be able to keep the flies attached. I got another pro fly fishing tip for you. Saltwater tip. When you're done with the fly, you're changing up, don't put it back in the box. You do that, it's gonna get the rest of them salty and you're gonna potentially have a whole bunch of rusty flies. So have a little container and all the flies you've used, put in that container so when you get home, you can rinse them off. And that really goes for any type of saltwater fly fishing. All right, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I almost dropped my rod. And if you need a little help with your cast, check out this video right here. I put a tutorial together, 8 minutes. I promise you're gonna cast that line just a little bit further than you are today. All right, everybody, till the next time, fish on.